This ABC15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. All roads lead to Sanderson Ford.
Hello, I'm Megan Thompson with your top stories right now from ABC15 Arizona. And an update on the fight to keep from running dry in the Rio Verde foothills community near Scottsdale. Water is expected to be turned on by the end of the week, even though it was supposed to start flowing again by the end of September. Their supply was cut off back in January. EPCOR, who is working to supply the water, tells ABC15 they are working as quickly as possible, but do not have a specific date. You probably smelled it. It's a smoky and sometimes unpleasant odor that's slowly spreading all across the valley. It's coming from the Salt River landfill fire that started over the weekend in Scottsdale. Health experts tell ABC15 those with respiratory issues may be extra sensitive and could have trouble breathing because of the smoke. Officials say it could be a few more days before that smoke actually starts to dissipate. More than 250 consumers in need, and the Let You Know team ready to help. Here's ABC15's Joe Ducey on the road at Tempe Marketplace.
Had a big night here at Tempe Marketplace as hundreds of people came out to get consumer help. The Register of Contractors was here, the Attorney General's office, all kinds of people getting all kinds of help. But it's actually one time we do this every year. We try to get people to talk one-on-one, and I think that's what brought so many people out, and I think a lot of people left better off having been here.
It went great. A lot of valuable information.
Yeah, I'm thrilled, and thank you for opening an opportunity for us to research and look at different people who could advocate for you and see what we could do.
Went real well. Talked to the Attorney General. She gave us some ideas, and we also talked to Charles, the attorney, and it seems like he kind of solved some of our problems, and we'll be able to work with him for a way more reasonable price than we got from other attorneys we just called on our own.
So I want to thank all the experts who volunteered their time here today, all the consumers who came out. They can actually find the experts at our website, abc15.com/legend. I listed them all there and their contact information, and hope you go there and thank them for what they did. I'm investigator Joe Ducey. You got a problem? Let me know.
In an Operation Safe Roads report now, the city of Phoenix is working to fix cracks on neighborhood streets, but some say it's just causing more issues. Neighbors tell us the street used to be filled with cracks and now it's left with bumps. 2 years ago, the city of Phoenix filled the cracks up with a rubberized asphalt sealant to limit deterioration, which is when the bumps started to appear. Then this past August, a seal coat was put on the street, but some say it only made things worse.
3 years ago, it was in better condition than the way it is today.
It's just very bumpy. It's not a smooth ride. We have a lot of kids in the neighborhood who like to ride their bikes, and the sidewalk is actually better than the road, it seems. It's not as bumpy.
The streets department says the crack seal is normally raised a bit from the pavement, and then the seal coat that follows would compensate and level it some. Getting home loan is costing even more. The average rate for a 30-year mortgage now just over 7.5%, the highest in 23 years. And the Mortgage Bankers Association says that's helped drive home loan applications to their lowest levels in nearly 30 years. Here's a question for homeowners. How stressful was it for you to actually buy your house? A new survey from Redfin revealing just how difficult that home buying process actually is. 59% of homeowners said buying a house was more stressful than dating. 51% said it was more stressful than planning a wedding. 61% said it was more stressful than potty training a child. And 43% said it was more stressful than getting a divorce.
Time for that most accurate forecast. I'm meteorologist Iris Hermosillo. Get ready to feel the heat again. We're back into the hundreds today with Phoenix topping out at 101. We'll reach the upper 90s to our south in Casa Grande, mid to upper 90s in western Arizona. And it's going to get a little warmer up to our north too. Flagstaff back into the 70s this afternoon with mid to upper 80s from Sedona to Payson to Globe. Low 80s in Prescott. The triple digits are back today and again tomorrow. And in fact, by tomorrow, we're talking temperatures that are more than 10 degrees above normal, as that average high is now 93. So unseasonably hot as we head towards the end of the week and as we go through the weekend too. Early next week, still holding on to those hundreds. So we've got about a 5-day stretch of triple digit heat before we fall back into the mid to upper 90s. There will be a chance for more thunderstorms this weekend in northern Arizona and even over the higher terrain to our north. But for the valley at this point, our valley rain chances look to stay below 10% and rain chances will linger up north through next week.
For the latest headlines, weather and traffic, head on over to abc15.com or download our free ABC15 mobile app.
This ABC15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. All roads lead to Sanderson Ford.